to the 80/20 Baseball Podcast. Strike! The 80/20 Coaching Masterclass, our weekly get-together where coaches go from new to good and good to great. Mastering the fundamentals and the art of coaching.
Welcome 80/20 baseball coaches. Welcome to this week's get together, coming out with a new episode every Tuesday. In this week's episode, we're going to talk a little Memorial Day baseball, and our main topic will include me sharing out 3 ways to effectively communicate with our kids, our players, our team, plus a bonus tip, a specific phrase we can use anytime our players, heck, even our own kids at home, don't see eye to eye with our coaching or / parenting. So those 3 specific tips or ways to effectively communicate, these are 3 that I think are not talked about a lot, and that's why I want to share them with you today, plus a bonus tip, a bonus phrase we can use in certain situations. If you haven't already, head over to 8020baseball.com and get yourself the 80/20 baseball coaching plan. The launch promotion of the coaching plan ends Saturday. Use the promotion code GREATCOACH25 and you'll get 25% off what I believe is already an unbeatable price. You'll get the full coaching plan. It was built to save all of you a ton of time and to give you a direct path to success as a coach. It takes out all the guesswork. And for the next few days, you can get it for the best price it will ever be at. The launch promotion ends Saturday, May 31st. I got an email a few days ago from a coach that bought it saying he's already gone through a lot of the videos, and there's 30 detailed videos. Said he already went through a lot of the videos and implemented 3 different parts of it on day 1. And the coach said that the coaching plan is gold, a lot of good feedback, and it's at the best price it's going to be at ever. Trying to reward those proactive coaches. The good news is you get 2 years of access to it. So even if you're towards the end of the season now, get the discount, use it in summer or fall or next spring. And that was one of the main reasons I didn't say like you have access for a year. I wanted it to be at least a couple years of access to everything. So if you want to be proactive, you can just get it all in soon. Or if you want to take it in over the summer and then implement it in the fall and spring, that'll work for you, or even the following spring. It gives everybody time to get everything put in, no matter how busy you are. Speaking of busy, today's episode is going to be a quick hitter. We got a key topic, some key tips to talk about, but coming off a Memorial Day weekend, as you can imagine, I spent a lot of extra time with the family, barbecuing, swimming, watching baseball. I even joined up, went to my wife's gym and did the Murph, the CrossFit workout. I'm sure some of you are familiar with that. It's a CrossFit workout done every Monday of Memorial Day weekend, named in memory of Navy Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy. So it's been a great weekend here. With that said, hope you can understand this episode might be shorter. So I do hope you all had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, a weekend where we can give thanks for all of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, so that we can enjoy all the great freedoms that we have. Memorial Day also makes me think of all those great baseball players that went off and served. For example, like in World War II, growing up, you'd hear about these stories. Like the who's who Hall of Famers would go off and just stop the middle of their careers and went to fight for our freedoms. That not only were they Hall of Fame players, but they were Hall of Fame Americans. Ted Williams, Hank Greenberg, Bob Feller, Stan Musial, Yogi Berra, Warren Spahn. That's a Hall of Fame list right there. Something tells me if we could go back and ask those 6 players I mentioned right there, if they were more proud of their career in baseball or the time they served our country in the military fighting for our freedoms. It wouldn't surprise me if we went 6 for 6 with those 6 players saying that their time served protecting our freedoms was more important than even their Hall of Fame baseball career. Another one is Pat Tillman, another athlete. It's hard not to think about Pat Tillman. What a hero. And of course, as we all know, he did not come back. So he is the true definition of somebody to be thinking of and thankful for on Memorial Day. Freedom isn't free. And when we get out to the baseball field, if you're taking it too serious, so if you find yourself taking baseball too serious, just go watch Band of Brothers. You can watch either. You can watch the original or you can watch the Pacific. Just go watch Band of Brothers. And when you go out to the baseball field after that, it's really hard to take it really serious. It's a fun game. It's not life and death. All right, Memorial Day, something to be thankful for and something to help guide us. Be grateful to be out on the baseball field and keep it in perspective. Baseball is just a fun game. It's definitely not life and death. Now, for today's topic, here are 3 specific ways that we can effectively communicate with our kids, our players, our team. I was thinking about this the other day, and it doesn't matter how much we know about the game of baseball if we can't effectively communicate it, if we can't transfer the knowledge to our kids or set up the environment so they learn those things. And it goes along the lines that if we don't communicate clearly and get our message across, our coaching pointers across, it doesn't matter how much we know or how much we can help a player if we can't transfer that and then have them put it into action. All right, number 1, use positive framing to motivate. Let me give you an example of this. A lot of times we'll say, don't miss the ball, or don't strike out, or don't walk him, or don't make an error, or don't drop it. It's very natural for us to say that because it's right to the point. So, for example, instead of saying, don't miss the ball, or hey, you got to catch it, we could say something to the effect of, hey, keep your eye on the ball to make a strong catch. Or, good ready position, stay down on it so you will field it cleanly. To a pitcher, instead of saying, hey, don't walk this guy, we could say, lock into that target, lock your eyes on that glove so you'll hit it. Instead of telling our hitters, hey, don't strike out or don't go down looking, say, be ready to cover the strike zone so you can get yourself a hit. So we're framing the message in a positive way. If anything, this plants a seed, a visual seed in their minds of seeing them catching it, hitting the target, getting that hit. So when we're correcting a kid, tell them the actionable step followed with a positive result that could come from it. It's similar to a visualization routine. Speaking of the coaching plan I mentioned earlier, included in the coaching plan is a visualization routine. Step by step, you can run with your team before each game. Takes 3 minutes. It runs through those steps of visualizing certain things that players can see and visualize them doing. And positively framing our message, our coaching messages, like, hey, stay down on it and you'll field it cleanly, rather than, hey, don't let it go between your legs. So number 1, framing the message in the form of it leading to a positive result. Number 2, leverage nonverbal communication. So leverage nonverbal communication. Body language, coaches that look and stay calm in stressful situations, players feed off that. So you're communicating to the team, hey, let's stay calm, let's stay cool. A confident posture. I'll tell you what, the coaches that I've played for that had confident posture, I felt like the team itself, the players on the team, had a more confident posture. Just another way of how we can lead by example. Here are a couple of small examples. A thumbs up to your hitter. Hey, all's good. Especially if they get down, say 0-2, thumbs up. Like, all right, you good. It's an encouraging gesture. Another one, pitcher gets himself into some trouble, give him a nod, kind of that nod like, you got this. It sends a signal of confidence and trust. So leveraging nonverbal communication. So that can be what we do as coaches, such as staying calm, looking confident, but also that direct nonverbal communication, like a head nod, a thumbs up, etc. This also has a big side benefit. You're not putting a player on blast. You're not putting a spotlight on them. It's a subtle way to communicate an encouraging gesture, confidence in them. I think subtle coaching is so underrated. Now, a side tip to this one. You may tell your players, hey, if I give you a thumbs up when you're at bat, this is what I'm telling you, or this is what I'm saying. I'm saying it's good. I'm saying it's all good. You're going to be just fine. Or if I give you a confident nod when you're out there pitching or after you make an error, that's me telling you I believe in you. So nonverbal communication and leveraging it as a coach could be very effective in many ways, with the side benefit of keeping things low key. All right, number 3, provide specific actionable feedback. We want to avoid general criticism. Anytime we coach, as a coach, we want to avoid general statements as much as possible. And definitely when we're critiquing or giving constructive feedback. So if you tell your team, hey, we are really struggling at the plate, give them the specific reason or a few specific reasons that you think that's happening, and then 1 or 2 things, no more than 2, specifically that can be done to improve. It's kind of like telling the pitcher to throw more strikes. Hey, throw more strikes. A better way of saying it would be, hey, I need you to pound the zone, trust your defense. Our defense can't make outs on walks. So what I want you to do is take a nice deep breath right before each pitch and lock your eyes in on the target. Or if they have a glaring mechanical issue, you might tell them, hey, I really want you to put some focus on this in your pre-pitch warm-ups, your pre-inning warm-up pitches. Now, that's just a few examples. There are plenty, but the overarching operating system level coaching pointer here is specific feedback tied directly to an action that they can do or actions they can do, our players, that is, to be better in that specific area or with that specific skill. So number 1, positive framing. Give them the coaching pointer, such as stay down on that ground ball and you'll field it cleanly. With 2 strikes to the hitter, hey, cover that strike zone and get yourself a hit. So tinker with how you word these. Keep looking to improve that message. Leverage the nonverbal communication, thumbs up, confident head nods, and then our own body language. And then whenever we give feedback, specific, actionable, especially when you're talking with individual players. And now here's the bonus tip, a phrase that we can use with our players when they don't see eye to eye with our coaching. And you can use this with your own kids at home if they don't see eye to eye with our parenting. And I got this from a guy, Jefferson Fisher, and it goes, quote, "You don't have to like it. You just need to understand it." In other words, they may not like what you're doing with the lineup. They may not like that they're not pitching. They may not like the rules you've set forth. They may not like the discipline you're trying to instill in them. They may not like the constructive feedback, but they need to understand it. So you're giving them permission not to like it, but that they need to understand it. And I thought this was a really good, useful message. You don't have to like your chores. You just need to understand you're going to have chores. We all have chores, and we're going to do our chores. And you don't have to like it. You don't have to like this strength and conditioning routine that we're doing. You don't have to like the fact that it's tiring you out and your muscles are burning a little bit. But you need to understand. So I like that quote. You don't have to like it. You just need to understand it. There are a lot of scenarios where we can weave that in with the kids that might not be digging what we're putting down. They don't need to dig what we're putting down. They just need to pick up what we're putting down. All right, next week, I'm going to share with you 5 things that we should address before ever trying to coach up our pitchers to throw harder. These 5 things should be done before ever chasing velocity. So we'll hit that next week. Head over to 8020baseball.com and get yourself the 80/20 baseball coaching plan. The launch promotion code, GreatCoach25, get you 25% off. It's the best price it'll ever be. This Saturday, May 31st. That's the deadline. It's not getting extended. You get access to it for 2 years. Now, 2 things I've never mentioned about it, but all the coaches that have bought it are seeing, is that it's all housed in one place. So everything that you get, all the stuff that comes with it, and you can see everything at 8020baseball.com. You can see the list. It's all housed through 8020baseball.com. You can access it from your computer anywhere. You can access it from your phone, although it works better on a computer. And another thing, now there are 15 plus drills, but there's only one drill for each specific action that happens in a game. So instead of having to choose from 5 different drills or 3 different drills or 10 different drills, I put the time and effort in to designing the best drills for each part of practice. So you don't need to choose between drills. You just decide what you want to improve with your team and then use the drill that's built for it. And that was a big deal to me. And that took a lot of time. And that's why for a couple years now, I've been talking about this coaching plan, that one of the biggest challenges was to design drills that could cover all the key parts of a baseball game efficiently and effectively with just one drill. Now, that doesn't mean you can't have your own second drill. What I'm saying is you don't need it if you don't want it, if you choose to go that path. So it's all housed at 8020baseball.com. Once you buy it, you just can log in whenever you need it. You just log in, get what you need. You want to work on ground balls? Your team needs to get better at ground balls? Get the ground ball blitz. You want to get your outfielders better? What part of outfield? You want to get better at relays? All right, boom, got your relay drill. How about rundowns? Got the pickle drill. It saves you all the time. It takes out all the guesswork. So 8020baseball.com, GreatCoach25. I promise you'll be happy you got it. And share that with your friends. If you got other coaches you know, buddies, family, send them the 8020baseball.com link. It's right there at the top of the homepage. Tell them to use GreatCoach25. All right. Always a good time being here with everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Let's keep taking care of our health so we can be there and be at our best for our families, our close friends. Let's take this information about more effectively communicating with our teams, our players, and like Tony Gwynn with 2 strikes, let's put it into play. All right, everyone. Y'all take care. Until next week, adios.
This has been the 80/20 Baseball Podcast, the 80/20 Baseball Masterclass. We got this. Now, let's take the field.